So today I'm going to show you something that I built using Claude Code, and that completely changes how we build something on Salesforce. So the idea is very simple. You right now, if we have to build any feature, so what we do, a developer has to write the boilerplate code and then create the branch for it, commit, push, and wait for the reviews and addressing the review comments. Everything is manual. Even production deployment is manual. So what I've done is I've integrated Claude Code into our entire development workflow. So now you just describe the task, what you want to build, and Claude handle the rest of the things for you. Writing the code and creating a branch, opening a PR for you, reviewing your PR, and even merging into production, fully automated. So let's get into it. So before we dive in, let me give you a quick overview what we'll cover today. So the first is the challenge, why the Salesforce development today is slower than it needs to be. Second, why we what we built. Here I'll show you the four things this automation does for you. And third one is how Claude works. Here I'll walk you through with the each step from describing a task to production deployment. And the fourth one, implementation. This is where I will run the live demo, and the fifth one is impact and safety. So how Claude run always within the safety boundaries, and what are the benefits it deliver, we'll cover that, and at the end we'll have a Q&A. So let's begin. So before I show you the solution, let me set the context with the challenges we face today. So there are three challenges. The first one is manual development overhead. So whenever we have to build any tasks, we write the code manually, we create the branches, we wait for the reviews, and then we address the review comments. All the things are manual. Second one, inconsistent code review. So the code quality, it depends who is reviewing the code on that particular day. So standards are applied differently each time because different person review the code. So it is easy to miss the edge cases. So, and then the third one is deployment failure. So if the production deployment fails today, so finding the root cause is manual and then fixing it. So which is a slow process, right? So we deploy something, we test it, and if there is any failure, we fix it manually. So these loops are repetitive. So these are the three problems what I set out to solve in my automation. So let's see what we build. So there are four things. AI implement the task. You just describe your task, what you have to build uh, in plain English, and Claude write Apex, LWC, whatever is appropriate for you. It will deploy the changes to a sandbox, and it will open a PR for you as well. Second, AI code review. So the moment PR is opened on GitHub, Claude automatically review your PR, and it will not just review the PR, it will also post the suggestions on the PR. And third thing is self-healing CD. So if the production deployment fails, you have to do nothing. Claude automatically fetch the failure logs, it diagnose the root cause, and it apply a fix, and it open a fixed PR for you. You just have to review that PR, and if it looks good, you're good to go. And the fourth and most important is safety guidelines. So Claude has hard limits, what it can and it cannot do. So you are always within the safe boundaries. And most importantly, every time Claude push or merge something on the main branch, it requires human approval. So you are always in the control. Now let's see how Claude works. So this is the most important slide in the entire deck. So I want to take a moment on it. So as you can see, whatever written in the left side, this is what all you do, and whatever is in the right side, that is what Claude does automatically. So the first thing you start is you describe your task in plain English. Now it comes to Claude. It reads your requirements. It write Apex LWC, whatever is appropriate as per the task. And then once the task is implemented with this step one, now you just have to review your task and you have to approve the deployment. Once you approve the deployment, what Claude will do, it will deploy your changes to your sandbox. And if Apex involved, it will run the test classes as well. And then it will commit your changes, it will push and open up GitHub PR for you. Now, the moment GitHub PR is open, you have to do nothing. Claude automatically review your PR with the third step, and it will post the number suggestions on the PR. Now, if you like to apply any suggestions, so you can just a single line comment, Claude apply, and Claude will apply that suggestion and update the PR as well. Now, when you are happy, you can just ask Claude to merge your changes, and Claude will not only merge the changes, first it will check if there are any merge conflicts, it will first resolve them, and then it will merge your changes to the main branch. And the moment your changes are merged to the main branch, Claude automatically start this CD pipeline, and it will start the deployment to production. And if everything goes well, your changes are live in production. But if there is any failure, you have to do nothing at that moment as well. Claude automatically. Okay, let me go back to that side. Okay, so if the production deployment fails, Claude automatically fetch the failure logs. It diagnose the root cause and it open a fixed pair for you to review. So the pattern is clear, right? You just make the decisions and Claude does all of the work for you. Now let's see how quickly it is to get this running. So we can set up Claude with these 5 steps that can be done under 30 minutes. So the first step is you have to install 3 tools: Salesforce CLI, GitHub CLI, and Claude Code CLI. And the second one is you have to install a Claude Code GitHub app, which you can install by running the install GitHub app command. And once the app is installed, you will get a PR with 2 files, Claude.yml, and second one is Claude Code Review.yml. So what these files do, the Claude.yml file is executed when we take Claude on the PR. And the second, Claude Code Review, as the name suggests, it is used to review your PR. And third step is you have to set up 2 GitHub secrets. First is Claude Code authentication token, which you can have from your Anthropic account. And the second is your Salesforce authentication URL. So you just need to copy paste this in your GitHub secrets. And fourth one is you have to authenticate your Salesforce CLI. And the fifth and last step is you have to merge the PR, which was opened when you install the Claude Code GitHub app in the second step. The moment you merge the PR, everything is live. You got the Claude running. So this is that much easy to set up the Claude Code. Now let's see this working live, how Claude works. So I have divided it into the different phase. Like first, developer describe the task. So this is where everything begins. Developer types a task. I will type it now. Let me open the terminal, and we can start Claude by running the Claude command. So now Claude is started, and we can give a task. For example, our business needed like whenever a contact is created, a case should be created for the owner. So we'll give this task to Claude Code. Create when a new contact is created, create a task for the owner. So that's all. Now this is the entire instruction. No technical setup. No, we also not have to define it like what are the best practices you should follow. This is the entire instruction. Claude will handle all of the things. So let me give this task to Claude. Okay. So now it is implementing the task. While this runs, let me show you what is happening under the hood. So when we give any task to Claude Code, then what happens? Every single time Claude starts session, the Claude.md file loads. And what the file do? Consider this file as Claude's brain. Let me show this file. Whatever instructions we define in the Claude.md file, Claude implement a particular task as per those instructions we have defined in the Claude.md file. So I have defined first the identity of Claude Code, and I have mentioned also that like you should follow the agent.md file for implementing a task. Let me show you the agent.md file. So there are I mentioned different agents. Like for doing Git operation, Claude will use the Git agent, and for doing development work, it will use the dev agent, and for deployment, it will use the deploy agent. And same, I have created some more agents like review and merge guard agent. So Claude will implement the task as per the agents and the Claude.md file. Now, I have also mentioned here for the implementation, it should follow the Salesforce guidelines MD5. So in this file, I have mentioned all the Salesforce best practices Claude should follow while implementing the task. Let me show this file. So here is the Salesforce guideline MD file. Whenever Claude implement the task, it follow the best practices mentioned here. For Apex, these are the instructions it should follow, and for flows and for same for some other things. So so this is where Claude implement the task as per the Claude.md file, and currently it is implementing. Now, now there are hooks as well in Claude Code. So let me tell you what are hooks. For doing any kind of operation, Claude use tools. For example, if it has to read something, so it use read tool. For writing something, it use write tool. So there are 2 types of hooks. One is pre-tool use and one is post-tool use. Pre-tool use hooks are fired before Claude tries to execute any tool, and post-tool use hooks are fired once Claude complete the execution of any tool. So we can use these hooks to validate our changes or to block Claude from doing something. For example, I've created a pre-tool use hook. What it will do whenever Claude try to write something on the main branch. So what Claude will do, it will execute the write tool. But before Claude execute the write tool, these pre-tool use hooks will fire. And what it will do, if Claude is writing something on main branch, so it will block Claude with a proper error. Like you cannot write something on the main branch, you should create a feature branch. Same, I have a post tool use hook. What it will do, it will execute once Claude complete writing something. For example, if Claude is written in Apex class, so once Claude completed writing the Apex class, after that these tool will execute, and what it will do, it will verify. For your Apex, you have meta.xml file, and for LWC, you have JS meta XML file, and same for triggers and some other things. So Claude implement the work as per the Claude.md file and the hooks. These hooks are fired automatically. Now comes, so with the phase one, our task is implemented. We got the task implementation completed. Now comes phase two. It is the approval gate. What happens once the Claude complete the task implementing? It will ask for human approval. Once we approve, it will deploy the changes to the org. It will commit, push, and open a GitHub PR for us. So let me approve. You can see that here on the screen in my terminal, Claude is asking for my approval. So let me approve. And now let's see what is happening. So let me go to the next slide. Here comes phase 3. So when we said yes in the phase 2, we approved. Now Claude is running the sf deploy command. Let me show you this sf deploy command in my VS Code. So here is my sf deploy command. What Claude is doing right now, it first check that we are not on the main branch. Then it deploy our changes to the development org. Then if the Apex involved, it run test classes and everything and check for the coverage. Then it will commit, push our changes on GitHub, and it will create a PR, and it will give the PR link in terminal itself. So once it is completed, we'll get the PR link here. So you can see that Claude is running right now in the terminal. It is running. So let it complete and we'll get the PR link here in terminal. Okay, you can see that it checked for the test class coverage and test class coverage is passed. Now it is pushing the changes on the GitHub and we got the PR link. Let me copy the PR link and we'll see the PR in GitHub. Go here, go in PRs. Okay, so this is the PR link we Claude has created for us. Now let me go to the PPT. So with the phase 3, we got a PR link. Now phase 4 automatically triggered. Claude Code review YML file, it automatically started reviewing our PR. If we go and see, okay, it reviewed the PR. While we were viewing the PPT, it reviewed our PR. You can see that it has given some blockers. What are the blockers with the PR, and what are the good points and everything. It has given us here on the PR. So how it did that all the things. So this is the Claude Code review YML file. This file was automatically created when we installed Claude Code GitHub app in the setup, and it was pre-configured. We can just customize it as per our need. So I have configured it to run whenever a PR is opened. So when Claude opened a PR, this file started executing, and what it will do, it will review our PR as per the prompt I have defined here. Like for Apex, it should follow these instructions. For LWC, follow these instructions, and then at the end it will give a summary on the PR, like what are the blockers you have with the PR, what are the warnings, and what are the checks which are passed. So as you can see that here we got the PR link with the blockers and everything, what are the warnings and everything. So with this, now Claude has reviewed our PR. Now if we like any suggestion posted by Claude, we want to apply any suggestion, so we can just comment on PR to apply the suggestion. The PR, and here are the some suggestions. Okay, so the review file is still running. It will post the suggestions here after the it is completed. till that, let's see what will happen in the next step. So when we comment Claude on the PR to apply any suggestion or something, so the Claude.yml file execute. These file was also automatically created when we have installed the Claude Code GitHub. What this file will do, it will execute when we take Claude in the comment. And what it will do, it will work as per the prompt we define here. For example, if your comment on the PR is Claude merge confirm, so it invoke the sf merge command. If your comment is sfcd fix, so it invoke this command. So it invoke different commands as per our comment. So let's see if Claude is completed, and you can see that we got some suggestions on the PR, suggestion 1, suggestion 2, and suggestion 3, and there are some other suggestions as well. So we can ask Claude to apply any suggestion we like. For example, I like suggestion 1, so I'll ask Claude to apply the suggestion 1, and let's see. So what do we have to do to apply the suggestion? Just a single comment, Claude apply 1. So generally without Claude, what happens? If we have to apply any review comment, so what we do? We apply the suggestion in VS Code in our local, then we deploy in our development org, then we run test classes and everything. If everything looks good, then we update the PR. But with Claude, just a single comment. It will do everything for you that you do manually. So let's see how Claude do these changes. So you can see everything in actions. Now, if you go here and in actions, you will see a file is started executing. Here you can see the Claude.yml file is executing. Once it is completed, Claude will apply the suggestion we asked it. Now let's see how the things are working behind the scene. So as I already mentioned that the Claude.yml file execute every time we comment and take Claude on PR. So this time we commented Claude apply suggestion. So this file is started executing, and what it will doing, as our comment is Claude apply. This is our comment. So what Claude will do, it will invoke the sfix command. Let me show the sfix command. Here is the sfix command. Claude is currently checking that we are not on the main branch. Then it understand the fix we want to apply. Then it will apply the fix locally. So it is not that Claude will apply our fix on remote only, and to apply this change in our development org, we have to pull from the branch and then we have to deploy in our development org and everything. We do not have to all we do not have to do all of those things. Claude will do all of the things for us. It will apply the fix locally, then it will deploy in our development org. Then it will run the Apex classes as well, test classes, and then it will push our changes on the PR. So let's see if Claude is completed with the suggestion apply. Okay. So if we can see that if it has added one more commit. Okay, so it is still running. The Claude.yml file is still running. Once it is completed, we'll see that our suggestion is applied on the PR. Let me refresh it. Okay, so it is still running till while this is completed. Let's see the next steps. So once the suggestion is applied, we can ask Claude to merge. So what happens when we ask Claude to merge the changes? Again, as will take Claude to merge the changes on the PR. So again, the Claude.yml file will execute, and what it will do, it will work as per the prompt we have defined here. So this time we'll comment Claude merge, because we have applied the suggestion. Now we want to merge our changes in the main branch. So we'll comment Claude merge. So as per the comment, it will invoke the sf merge command here. And here is the sf merge command I have defined. What it will do, it will identify the PR, then it will check for the merge conflicts. If there are any merge conflicts, then it will resolve those merge conflicts, and then it will request for the confirmation. It will not directly merge, it will request for the confirmation, and it will give us message as well, like these are the merge conflicts I have resolved. Now confirm, and then you can merge your changes. So let's see if Claude is completed with the suggestion apply. Refresh it again. Okay, so you can see that we got one more commit here. This is the second commit. Claude is done. You can see that user owner select ID, it made this change. Now we can ask Claude to merge our changes in the main branch. Claude merge. So generally what we do, if we want to merge something in the main branch, so we first check that there are any merge conflicts. Then we resolve the merge conflicts manually. But with Claude Code, just a single comment and Claude will do everything for you. It will check for the merge conflicts and everything. Let me refresh it. Okay, so now Claude is just posted an emoji, and if we go in actions, we see another file started executing. So this is the Claude.yml file again started. Now it is merging our changes to the, it is checking for merge conflict and everything. So let's see what is happening behind the scene. So this time we have commented Claude merge. So it has invoked the sf merge command, and here is the sf merge command. So what it is doing, it is identifying the PR, then it is checking for the merge conflicts. If there would be any merge conflicts, it will resolve them as well, and it will post a summary on the PR. Let's see if it is completed. It is still running. Okay, so while this is running, let me show you that Claude has applied the suggestion not only on remote, it has applied the suggestion in our development org as well. Let me go to the development org. This is our development org, and if we refresh it, content trigger handler. Here is our trigger handler class, and the change which Claude has made, it is made the change in which class? Let me see in commits which file it is. So it has made one change in the trigger handler class. So we asked Claude to apply a suggestion on PR, but you can see that same suggestion is applied in our development org as well. So Claude has applied the suggestion in development org, it ran the test class and everything, then it pushed the changes on the PR. Now let's see if the Claude has completed with the merge. Okay, so we commented Claude merge and we got a message here. Claude is saying that there are no merge conflicts, and to merge the changes in your main branch, you can ask Claude merge confirm. So now we'll comment Claude merge confirm. So with this, our changes will be merged in production in the main branch with a single comment. So let me refresh it. If we go in actions and see that what is happening. So again, the Claude.yml file again started. So every time we take Claude on the PR, Claude start executing the Claude.yml file, and it works as per the different commands we have defined in our prompt. So this time we have commented Claude merge confirm. So again it will invoke the sf merge command. If we comment Claude merge, then also it invoke the sf merge command. If we comment Claude merge confirm, it also invoke the sf merge command, but this time it has one argument confirm. So what will happen? Here is the sf merge command. Now it will not do phase A. This time we have confirm word in our in the comment. So what Claude will do? It will identify the PR and it will merge the PR. It will not ask for the confirmation. So let's see if it is completed. It is still running. Go to the PR. Where is the PR? Okay, so it is still running. Once Claude completed merging, okay, Claude has merged the PR. And you can see that it has given a comment that merge the PR into the main branch. Now the moment Claude merged the PR, let's see what happens in the next phase. So till now what happened? Let me go back to the previous slide. We asked Claude to develop a task. We just described the task. Claude developed the task, and we approved. Claude created a PR for us. Claude automatically reviewed the PR, and we asked Claude to apply the suggestion. So it applied the suggestion as well. And then we asked Claude to merge. So it started merging our changes in the main branch, and it merged the changes. Now, the moment our changes are merged in the main branch, the cd.yml file automatically started by Claude Code. And let me show you what the file will do. First, let's see in actions that a file is started already. Okay, so it is completed. The cd.yml file is started and it is completed. So let me show you what this file will do. So here is our cd.yml file. It first authenticate our production org, then it get the changed files, all the files in which we have made changes. Then it deploy the change file to the production org and run the local tests as well. So let me show you that our changes are available in production org. So this is our production org. I refresh it. Refresh. It is getting loaded. It's taking longer than expected. Okay. Now if I open contact trigger handler, it should be available in our production org. Taking much time. Okay, you can see that contact trigger handler is there in our production environment. So our changes are live in production. Now let me show you the next steps. So with phase 5, we got our changes in production deployment in the production org. Now, like nothing got wrong and our deployment is not failed. But if there were any failure in deployment, so what happened at that time? So this is the another file I have created, Claude CD fix. So whenever our production deployment fails, these files start executing. I have made mentioned a condition here that it should run only when there is any failure. What it will do, it will work as per the prompt I have defined here. Like if the production deployment CD pipeline fails, so it should immediately invoke these sf cd fix command. So this is the sf cd fix command. What it do? It first resolve the failed run, which job is failed. Then it fetch the failure logs. Then it fix the change locally. It will not just update the PR on remote. It first fix the changes in our local. Then what it will do? It will commit, push, and create a fixed PR for us. And with a report, if in the report we'll have like which job is failed, what was the root cause of the failure, and what was the fix Claude is applied, and whether human approval is required or not. So let me go back to the Claude Code GitHub app, and if I go and show you in actions, so you can see that this time the Claude CD autofix file is skipped because there were no failure. Our production deployment was smooth, so this file is skipped. Otherwise, if there were any failure, so this file would execute and create a separate PR for us. Now let me go back to the slides again. So this is the full picture from describing a task to production. Now let's see the benefits Claude delivers. So there are three headline numbers: less time on PR review because your every PR is pre-reviewed by Claude Code. So basic things are already cleared. You just need to check some business logic. Then if the production deployment fails, Claude automatically find the failure logs and it create a fixed PR for you. So zero human effort required at that time. And most importantly, in Apex changes, it always ensures that code coverage is above 85%. And the below benefits tell the full picture. Less development time because you just review your changes made by Claude, and if you think that there is any optimization needed, you can just ask Claude for that as well. And no manual PR creation because Claude create branch for you, it commit, push the changes for you, and it open a PR for you. And as I already mentioned, Claude pre-review your PR, and as Claude review every PR, so standards are applied consistently. And if the production deployment fails, Claude automatically fix that. And the most important question can be, is Claude safe? Can Claude do something wrong? So let me be direct about this, what Claude can and cannot do. So whatever is written in the left side, that is all the things allowed by Claude Code. And on the right side, that is completely blocked. So Claude can do some file operations, it can run safe git commands, it can deploy to sandbox, it can run GitHub CLI, it can read your org metadata, and it can comment and post a review on the PR. What is blocked, it cannot do some destructive deletions, it cannot read your environment files and your secrets, it cannot run sudo commands, it cannot delete your Salesforce org, and it cannot deploy directly something on the main branch. So you are always in control. Think of Claude as a capable assistant, but that only acts when you tell it.